Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to week 10 of Elevate Mentorship. My name is Joey Wilson. I'm a chairman of 100 here with I Am Mastery Academy, and I am your host of this 26-week series that we're putting on leading up to Elevate Orlando convention, where people are going to be flying in from around the world to learn the skill set to take their life to the next level. And so I'm fired up and excited for tonight's call, of course. Just a couple of things right off top. Type in the chat where you guys are calling in from. I'm here in Southern California. I'm originally from Minnesota. So we got Minnesota on the call. Kelsey, what's going on? Who else we got on here? Austin, Texas. We got Marcus, Donovan in Texas. We got Wisconsin, South Dakota, Austin, Texas, Little Rock, Arkansas, Wisconsin, Southern California, Minnesota, Edmonton, Canada. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Birmingham, Alabama. We got Dallas, Venice, California. Let's get it, guys. Well, I appreciate you for hopping on. Fired up and excited. And listen, you know, I'm going to first start off with this slide right here. Boom. The company just launched a promo today. If you don't know, now you know. You probably did see this. This is the holiday bonus promotion, right? The holiday bonus promotion. Okay, this bonus will be paid on January 6th of 2023. An IBO must be in good standing with IML on January 2nd. Must have, there's the description. But here's the deal. 40 personals empowered packs gets you $2,000. It starts 11/28, so November 28th, and it ends December 23rd. Okay, so it ends December 23rd. 40 personals. Some people might be on this call thinking, dude, how the hell am I supposed to get 40 personals? I don't even have P150 yet. Here's what I'll tell you. If you really plug into the system and you treat this like a business, you can go get it done 100%. That's just my mentality. When I got a job at LA Fitness before I got in this industry, we had to do 80 cold calls a day. On top of those 80 cold calls, I had to be out at the malls, the strip malls, out on the pavement, hitting the streets, finding people to give guest passes to and get their contact information. That's what I did. So I was at the mall, the Maplewood Mall, the Mall of America, and I would be walking around talking to people. Hey, what's going on? Hey, do you want a free guest pass to LA Fitness? It's a week guest pass. And some people would be like, no, dude, leave me alone. Some people would be like, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, cool, here. And I'd rip off half of it, and half of it was for them, and the other half, I needed their info. So I'd say, fill out this form real quick. And then when I get back, I'll plug you into the system. I'll lock you into that free guest pass. And I was getting 40, 50 guest passes a day, plus making my 80 calls. You know how much my paychecks were? $1,200 every 2 weeks, working full time. That was not going to help me get anywhere in life. That I couldn't even live on my own with that money. And so I'm just thinking to myself, 40 people, if people just did what I did at LA Fitness, if you work for Keller Williams Real Estate, they want you to do 60 to 80 cold calls a day. If you door knock, they want you to hit 40, 50, 60 doors a day. So if you really treat this like a business, and this is actually something that can get you to where you want to be. This can get you to a dream life if you're willing to put in the work. So when I look at that, an extra 2 G's, I don't leave any money on the table. If they're offering money out there, I say I'm going to go get it, because what's going to happen to me, even as a chairman 100, 40 new personals, I'm going to find 3, 4, or 5 new people that want to go platinum 2000, platinum 5000, chairman 10. So I got to go get this done just for me. And on top of it, is they're going to cut me a check for an extra 2 G's on top of the comp plan. Why would you not go after it? And so don't think that, oh, it's 40 people, I can't do it. You absolutely can, 100%. You just got to treat it like a business. You got to get fired up and excited. You got to get your pulse up, and you got to go after this thing with everything you got for a season of your life. Like I've said on all these calls, my mentor told me, he said it's 1,000 days. It's 1,000 days to financial freedom. It took me 1,007 days to get to Chairman 100. It's possible for everybody, guys. There's nothing special about me. I just get excited and fired up because I know that we have the greatest opportunity on the planet. So that being said, a few housekeeping things. Step number 1, make sure to take notes. Take notes on these calls, guys. I mean, we have so many amazing people coming on here. These aren't just top earners in this company. These are top earners in the industry coming on here. They don't have to be on here, and they're giving you guys value, giving you guys their secret sauce of how they got to where they're at today. So take notes. Step number 2, make sure your entire team is on this call. Do not let them miss these calls. If I need these calls 10 years into this industry, if I need these calls to recharge my batteries, I can only imagine the dude that's been in for a week or two that's still trying to figure out what the hell's going on, right? And then step number 3, disclaimer, we may or may not be talking about money on this call. Success, or there's no guarantees regarding success, right? There's no guarantees regarding income. Your success or failure depends on your own skill set and personal effort, right? So it's basically saying if you don't do anything, you're not going to make any money. I was cool with that. I saw the comp plan. I said, okay, I got to get to those numbers. 5,000 people or 500 people is chairman 10. How do I do it? Let's reverse engineer it and let's start at 0. What do I got to do? And go from there. I just knew I could make it happen, and there's that system in place where everybody can. So that being said, let's jump right into the call. The speaker that we're going to have on today, I'm super excited about. I've been watching this dude for a while on social media. He's an absolute ninja when it comes to that, for one, but he's an absolute stud on all aspects of this opportunity. Okay. He got in this industry 5 years ago. He's 28 years old now. He started as the creative director for Matt and Jason, doing social media for them, creating content for them. And while he was a college student and doing a lot of content creation, he was a creative director for them. He saw this business and this opportunity from the outside looking in. And he said, you know what? How could I pass this up? And so he got started. He's never done anything like this before. He plugged into the system that was in place. And not only did he become an educator for the company because of what he has learned from the academy and the other educators, not only did he become a TBX educator for the company, he also became a chairman in the company as well. And if you don't know what that means, he's a chairman 10. That means if you look at the compensation plan, that's a minimum of $10,000 a month residual income. Every single Friday, $2,500 a week, $2,500 a week minimum, plus bonuses on top of that. So this dude's an absolute stud. He knows what he's doing. He knows where he's going. And I'm fired up and blessed to have him on the call today. And so with that being said, I'm going to pass it over to my brother. Type fire in the chat for Mr. J. Awal. You can close it out when you're done, brother. I appreciate you very much for taking time to hop on here.
Hey, let's go. Let's go ahead and drop some fire emojis in the chat. Burn down the Zoom chat for Joey, servant leader, putting this thing together, man. I've been on the last couple calls and getting caught up and you know, really just learning and constantly pouring into myself so I can pour into others. But these calls, like he said, are refreshing. I've been in the industry now for 5 years, and I feel as new, as much of a sponge as I did on day one. It's funny, actually, the more you learn, it feels like the less you know, right? So as you keep learning and you keep doing things, you're like, man, what am I, do I do this? Do I do that? And I think we've gotten to the place as we come to an end in 2022 where, you know, you're a part of this company, you're learning these skill sets, you're utilizing these products that are world-class. You start to realize, you know, what does the next level look like for me? Or how am I going to do this as a career? And for those of you guys that maybe decided, just like myself, you know, to make this a career choice. So I want to go ahead and just start this off just by introducing myself. For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Jay Awal. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And, you know, I've been in the company now for 5 years, my only company. This is the one I got started with and the one that I'm rocking with until the wheels fall off. And I mean, my wheels, not the company wheels, right? That's going to keep going. And I've decided to make this my career. And a lot of you guys on this call, you know, maybe you're brand new, maybe you've been in the industry for a couple of years, maybe you have a couple of things I can learn, right? That you can teach me. But I think there comes a time where you actually start looking at this and you say, hey, you know, I'm going to take this seriously. I'm going to make this my career. This is what's going to feed my family. This is what's going to feed my dreams. This is what's going to set up my future generations to come. And I'm not here to play this thing small. And if you're not here to play this small, go ahead and drop some 222s in the chat box. Let me see who's here that want to actually run this up. They want to play this big, because if you want to play this big, then you got to commit to the long game, number one. And as I start this training here tonight, my goal is to really equip you with real marketing skills. I know a lot of people jump on the training sessions that I have for trading. If you guys have been on Trend Trap, Go Lives, and I know you've been crushing it, you know, just really focusing on helping people understand price action, trend following systems, so they can dominate in the MetaTrader 4 markets, right? As well as the options markets, really whatever. Doesn't matter what type of markets they are. And people have been going crazy. But one thing I don't get the chance to teach often that I'm really passionate about, and that what I spend a lot of my time learning and developing, is my online or internet marketing game. I envision a future, and I want you guys to just picture this with me, okay? That you get so good at marketing, you understand real marketing principles, and you get so good at trading that you're able to create an income trading and then use a portion of that income on marketing that can generate you leads or help you build the business. Go ahead and drop some 222 in the chat if you would like to learn a way to be able to generate an income trading by utilizing the products and services here inside of IM, and then using that to actually apply it with real life marketing strategies that generate leads of people that are looking for what we have, right? I've been in this industry now for 5 years, and about 3 years in, my warm list, right? The people that I was speaking to about this business, it dwindled down to about nothing. In the middle of COVID, I wasn't going out and meeting people, and I had to start looking at ways that I can create traffic, ways that I can create eyeballs on my business. And I came up with 2 ways, all right, to be able to do that. Now, this is being used in a lot of different industries. I'm going to break this down from a real fundamental standpoint for you guys so you can understand really the framework, the philosophy behind what I call the new age marketer. Going into 2023, I don't think we can do things the same that we've always done. I was talking to my boy Matt Rosa the other day, and I was like, look, man, the same way that you hit Chairman 750, I don't think it's going to be the same way that I hit Chairman 750, right? It's not 2017 anymore. We got to start upping things, and we got to start learning maybe some real marketing and then helping people in the field learn real marketing practices. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, guys. And I'm going to break down something that I call, what it is to be the new marketer. You guys can see just a disclaimer really quick before we get started in this. I post content. I use organic marketing, and I'm just now starting with what's called paid marketing, which I'm going to briefly touch on here in a minute. But I do want to go ahead and just be 100% transparent, because I'm in the process right now of literally deleting followers on my Instagram. Back in 2020, I paid for a bunch of giveaway shout outs. For those of you guys that don't know what that is, it was a way to grow your following, to get potential new buyers to follow you. And Justin Bieber would give away like a laptop, right? And then all those people would go and follow the people that company told them to follow. You guys ever seen those? Drop like one in the chat. So I did like a boatload of those in 2020 because I thought it was the way to do marketing at the time. And I ended up absolutely wrecking my Instagram. Like my algorithm, it's all messed up. So I don't post for follows, for likes, I just post to get value out there. And if you guys have never done any of those type of shout outs or giveaways, then this is going to work really well, but it works regardless. So you guys, when you guys go look at my social media, I want you guys to realize if I had not done those giveaways in like 2020, then my reach and my engagement would be so much better because I have a bunch of followers that are like in a different country. Does that make sense? So note to yourself as you build 100% organic or using paid advertising based on your niche, okay? Don't do any giveaways or shout outs or things like that, because followers doesn't mean sales. And the last thing you want is fame without fortune, okay? You don't want to have a bunch of followers and none of them can convert because you did all incorrect marketing methods. Never pay for followers or anything like that, and learn from my mistakes on what's called giveaways. But here's the training agenda for today as we kind of break this down. But I'm going to go over really what's the difference between brand and direct response marketing. I'm going to go over attraction marketing versus old school prospecting. I'm going to go over what you must be as a marketer, as a marketing partner here of IM Mastery Academy, and what that really means, how to think differently, core values, and I'm going to give you guys a problem set, aka some homework, something you can take and think on so you can really apply this in your business. But let's dive into this. So really quickly, we're just going to analyze this picture here. We're going to look at what we see as marketing on the field. I want anyone in the chat box to go ahead and drop inside. There's only 2 placements in marketing in this entire picture, and I want to tell you what are the names of the companies that marketed on this picture. Go ahead and drop it inside the chat box. We're going to play like a little game of I Spot, all right, to start this thing off. So look at the picture here, and I need you to drop the 2 company names inside the chat box that appear to be marketed. Okay, so you got it, perfect. Camping World and Doosan. Okay, so we have marketing, and this is like traditional marketing, right? Just put your name somewhere. And Camping World, that pretty much makes sense. Doosan, I don't know what the heck that is. I've never heard of that. How about you? Do anyone know what Doosan is? So it doesn't make any sense, right? Okay, how about this one? Let's go to the next one. We'll give another example here. How about this one? So I'm walking through Times Square. I'm looking around everywhere, and I see some brands that I know And then I see some brands that I've never seen before. And this is real traditional marketing, right? Throw up a little flyer somewhere. Hopefully someone walks by it. They say, oh, Coca-Cola. I know what Coca-Cola is. It's a household name. It doesn't need to be explained, okay? But there's certain things that we might have advertisements for or see advertisements for, and we're like, what the heck is that, right? Like Doosan, what the heck is that? What do they do? Well, unfortunately, a lot of people online that I see in network marketing, direct marketing, whatever it is, what type of marketing, it doesn't matter, online, what most people are doing is they're just posting up their company, their team, or their brand as if anyone knows what in the heck IM does. Let's be real. The average person walking down the street, we can have a big IM logo in the middle of Times Square and no one knows what IM does. And that's what the main difference is with most people's marketing. And what I'm going to teach you on today's training is that most people, they're just throwing up flyers. They're just throwing up names. They're just throwing stuff up on their page as if anyone knows what the heck you're talking about. As if anyone knows that you know what you're talking about. You have more flyers on your social media than you do videos of you speaking, explaining, educating, adding value. And what we're going to be talking about today is the real difference, okay? What brand advertising is, where I'm just repping my brand, I'm repping my team, and what the advertising what I believe the new marketer is going to be using. Now, when we talk about brand advertising, we need to talk about what brand advertising advertises. And most advertising are advertising what's known as commodities. A commodity is a product or good that is relatively inexpensive, widely available, sold competitively by many companies, and value or purpose is innately understood. What does that mean? That means a commodity is something that's understood. I know popcorn is popcorn, right? There's a lot of different companies that make popcorn. You don't need to explain to me how popcorn works. Like, I just get it, okay? Toothpaste, toilet paper, paper towels, underwear, light bulbs, smartphones. These are concepts that don't need to be explained. Brand advertising is very expensive and ineffective with a product which is not well known or understood. Well, what am I getting at here? What are you talking about, Jay? So brand advertising is what most of us are doing right now. We're throwing up flyers on our social media. We're repping the IM logo. We're showing our team name. We're showing this, we're showing that. But nobody really knows what we do. And they don't really know what our products solve. And that's where we come in. Because we don't sell commodities. You got to understand, as a leader, as someone as a network marketer, you're in the industry of what's known as direct sales. What is direct sales? That's consumer to consumer sales. Have you guys ever heard of B2B sales? Business to business sales, right? You've heard of B2C sales, business to consumer sales. Most sales around the world are real sales because they're business to consumer. Mercedes to car buyer, business to business. Tire company, Goodyear tires or Pirelli tires to Mercedes. That's B2B sales. Well, guess what? We're C2C. And what does that mean? That means that we're a consumer. We're the person that's actually using the product. We're the person that actually likes the product. And we're just selling it or sharing it with it, because we don't have to do much of sales, right? We're sharing it with someone else that's a potential consumer. So if we want to advertise, we need to focus on identifying people's problems and successfully provide solutions to those problems. And when you do that, you will create wealth, because wealth is what? Value that you bring to the marketplace. Our Uncle Jimmy Rohn says you're paid in direct proportion or correlation with the value that you bring to the marketplace. So if you're a P150 on this call and you're like, dang, man, how do I go P600? What's the solution? Someone drop it in the chat. How do you increase your wealth? How do you increase your income? You increase your what? Your value. How do you increase your value? You invest in yourself. How do you invest in yourself? By spending time learning skill sets and putting in efforts to get better. Personal development won't increase your value. Personal development will increase the value that you see in yourself. So I see a lot of people reading a bunch of books, but they're not increasing their income. Well, that's because you're increasing the value that you see in yourself, but you're not increasing the value in yourself. So we got to be really careful not to just focus on personal development without the actual implementation and the solution providing for the people that need it. Let me not get off track here. This is getting good. So if we want to advertise something, it's 2023. You want to advertise a product, a service, or a company. How do you sell unknown product and services whose value or purpose is not innately understood, but can help solve the problems of millions of people? How many of you guys in the chat right now believe that what we have here inside of I Am Mastery Academy can solve the problems of millions of people all around the world? How many of you guys believe that? Drop some 111s in the chat. Because I believe that there's someone out there that was just like my mom. My mom, up until I was about, I would say probably like 8th, 9th grade, my mom worked 2 jobs from about 2nd grade to 9th grade. So that means my mom worked a job, right? Because she needed extra income. She worked a job from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then worked another job from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. So that way she can pay the bills and provide as a single mom. Well, what if my mom was able to learn a skill set, leveraging social media and SMX? What if my mom was able to learn a skill set like trading and supplement creating extra income? Do you think she would have been able to make it to more of my school events? Do you think there's a single mom out there that can benefit, or anyone that wants to create income? I'm just using a personal example, but don't you think there's someone out there that can learn how to create digital products on Etsy with ECX and create a supplemental income? Don't you think there's someone out there that can sit down and learn trading and within 6 months, 9 months can actually become profitable? I've seen it with my own eyes, ladies and gentlemen. This is a real product. These are real services that really work. But the funny thing is, the caveat is it only works if you put it to work. So we got a lot of people that are hungry to make an extra income, but their attention span is 5 minutes and they can only watch a couple videos at a time, and they're not tracking their trades and they're not doing everything 100%. So they're not getting 100% results. I had a really tough pill with my own trading journey. 2 years of blowing accounts, 2 years of losing money trading. I had to sit down with myself and said, Jay, you're doing something for 2 years straight. How are you not profitable yet? Because I wasn't going 100%. I wasn't. I was saying I was trading, but I was breaking my own rules. I was saying that I was trying to trade, but I was over leveraging. I was saying that I was trying to get better at trading, but I wasn't even journaling my trades. How could I grow something that I can't measure? And how do I track something that I'm not measuring? So we realized that in order to really see results in this, there's no shortcut. And I'll tell you guys what, you don't want a shortcut to a destination that you don't want to leave. There is no shortcuts to anywhere worth going. So as we understand we're becoming a solution provider, that's where network marketing comes in. Network marketing, by definition, is consumers giving a demo or sample of a product to explain a product that's not innately understood. To understand I Am Mastery Academy, you need to be walked through it. Yes or yes? You need to be shown how it works. You need someone to, you know how people are giving out those samples at the grocery store? They're showing you how it works. We are those people, okay? And guess what? You can get paid a lot of money if you get this right, if you understand this. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, just like any business. But network marketing, I believe, is the ultimate leverage for your income. And let me explain. When you go and you say, I want to start a business, you say, okay, I choose freedom. If you want security, you go to get a job, right? And there's nothing wrong with having a job and building your freedom at the same time. But let's go to the left-hand side. You want security, you retain your job by doing good, you earn your yearly bonus in increments, and you work from 9 to 5 till you're 95. That's 2023. If you want freedom, you start with a choice, security or freedom. You can go one or two routes. You can start your own business, raise capital, build your own system, then build your own team. Or you can choose network marketing that already has a business model, already has the capital, already has the product, already has the services, and all you got to do is you go straight to building your own team. Then you're able to invest your leveraged income to be able to retire young, retire rich, as long as you follow the steps, as long as you stay in the game, as long as you keep growing and learning. Why do 90% of people in network marketing don't see the light at the end of the tunnel? Why do 90% of people in network marketing don't actually get the results they're looking for? Because they do the same thing I was doing with trading for 2 years. They say they're trying to build, but they're really not trying to build. They don't have a follow-up list. They're not going and following up with people. They're not making sure that each customer is onboarded properly. They're not going and learning leadership skills. They're not reading leadership books. They're not investing in leadership conferences. They're not trying to build the relationship. They're not forgiving their uncle or their aunt or their mom or their dad. And those roots are seeping into their business because of relationship problems. Am I speaking to someone on this call right now? So when we look at this and we dive into this training, network marketing makes sense, but I think there's a new type of network marketer that we need to become. And I'm probably going to get some slack for this, but I'm just going to be real. We got to start thinking bigger than just building a list and calling a bunch of people randomly. You got to start actually saying that you're the business person. You're the solution provider, and you need to brand yourself as such. And in order to do that, you need to be able to advertise unique and different solutions to your target market. If you're taking notes tonight, I want you to write target market on your piece of paper and circle it really big, because we're going to hone in on who are you serving. Because if you don't have clarity in who you're serving, then you're not going to know how to create content or even advertising material to speak directly to them. Instead, you're throwing our logos up like a Coca-Cola logo, expecting for people to know it. You're calling random people in your phone book, trying to show them what we got, but you don't even know if they're interested, when there are millions of people online right now looking for what we have. There's YouTube videos, there's Google searches. There are millions of people looking to learn how to trade right now. You got to ask yourself, why don't you stand out bigger than the other competitors? When you go on Google and you type in trading, how to learn how to trade, what's popping up? Videos on YouTube. Why isn't your video on YouTube? People's Instagram images are popping up. Why aren't your Instagram images popping up? So what I'm going to talk to you guys tonight about is attract, influence, and enroll. This is how I'm coming 2023. We're learning real marketing. Drop marketing inside the chat box. You're going to learn real marketing. I want you to think like a marketer. And in order to think like a marketer, you got to say, how can I bait people to come to me? How can I attract people? How can I allow my best prospects to dominate interest? How can I get people to raise my hand and say, Marcos, that's me. I'm the person that wants to change their life. I'm the person that wants to grow. Miguel, that's me. Amy, that's me. I'm the person. Can you give me more info? How do we get people doing that? And then what we want to do is have influence. We want to give them the opportunity to earn our trust. We want them to trust us. And in order for them to trust us, we have to influence them. How do we influence them? And then we want to be able to enroll people. How can we enroll more people? Now, I'm not saying abandon the list. I'm not saying abandon what you're doing right now to build your business. What I'm telling you is add this on. Add this on until your trading is giving you enough income to where you can replace what you're currently doing with paid advertising, and now you can leverage your money to do the prospecting for you. Someone drop some amens in the chat box. And now you can leverage your money to do the prospecting for you, right? Because once you get to a certain level, you're not going to have to sit there and message 50 people a day. Why? Because you're going to be able to put $500 in ads for the week, running an ad on a video that has a hook story and an offer, and people are giving you their name and their number and putting them on your list because they're interested in what you have. So why do most network marketers stay broke and fail? They're focused on getting rich, and your content shows it. Join my team. Look at how much we're winning. Look at this, look at that. You're just bragging. You're not solving anyone's problems. In fact, you're probably just rubbing their problems in their face, hoping that they become irritated enough so that way they can text you that they're interested. I don't know about you guys, but I never bought anything from anyone that's rubbing my problems in my face. Instead, I buy stuff from people that have the same problem, showed how they overcame it, and willing to show me how to do the same thing. Okay, light bulbs are going off for some of you. You're like, man, all I got to do is be the guide. I don't even have to be the hero. I don't got to be the person. I don't got to be the master trader. I don't got to be the master marketer. All I got to do is be the guide and say, hey, I'm doing this too. Come with me. Most network marketers stay broke and fail. Why? Because they're focused on trying to get people to join them or buy their products. When your only focus is on trying to get people to join you or buy your products, it's interesting because they do the exact opposite. Ladies, gentlemen, you know what I'm talking about. You know, we all got that one boy who's real thirsty. And when he's only focused on getting a girl, what does he get? The opposite. Nothing. Right? Nobody's interested in him. You're thirsty. You're acting desperate. You're clingy. Right? Ladies, it's the same way. Right? What else do? They do things they don't want to do. Cold calling a bunch of people because they're told that's how to get people to join them or build their products. When people don't join or they're negative, they're told that those people don't get it. They're losers or they're written off. Oh, if they don't join our company, then they're not a part of the 5% of the world that's entrepreneurs and investors. It's okay that they said no. They said no because they must be a part of the loser bunch, the other 95%. That's not right. That's not correct. If someone doesn't join our business or negative our business, it's not because they don't get it or that they're losers. Maybe you didn't go about it in a way that helped them get it. And we're told it's not selling, it's sharing, simply applying that you don't need to learn sales or you don't need to learn real marketing. Because if it was just sharing inside of network marketing, then you wouldn't need to learn any marketing, right? You just share it. Everyone knows how to share, right? This is the old way of network marketing. This is the new way. Where the old way of network marketing says everyone is your prospect, the new way of marketing is everyone is not your prospect. Okay? Not everyone wants Apple, and Apple knows this. Talk to everyone with a hidden agenda. How many of you guys go out there and talk to people and you go build relationships with people just in the hopes that they join your business, or you find some way to sneak your business into every conversation? Drop some 222s in the chat if you've been guilty of that. You're like, all right, let me go talk to this person because I can probably tell them about the business real quick. If I tell them about the business, they know a lot of people. If they know a lot of people, I can hit Chairman 100 in like 14 days and it's going to go, okay, let me talk to them. Right? Like, no. You're selfish. You're seeking to get them to join or buy. You're not perceived as valuable resource to your prospect and you can't help them. And this is the biggest thing. I ask myself, Jay, if someone doesn't join IM, can you still help them? And if the answer is no, then you need to really listen and lean into what I'm about to say. Your company, your comp plan, or the product are the best in the world, and that's why you think that they should or will join you. If you think someone can join you just because the products of IM are the best in the world, then you got it all wrong. The new age, the new marketer, attraction marketing says everyone is not your prospect. There are very specific people that buy TLX. There are very specific people that buy TBX, okay? And there are characteristics that you have on this call, that I have on this call, that other people don't have. That's why you're here and they're not. We are not selling to everyone. Everyone can buy this, but does everyone buy this? No. Do we talk to everyone with a hidden agenda? No. Why don't we just talk to the people that want this by attracting our perfect prospects? Instead of being selfish, let's focus on service. We seek to solve the specific problems of your perfect prospect. You're perceived as valuable resource by your prospect, and you can help them even if they don't join you. Do people follow you because you're valuable to them, even if they don't join your company? Can you help someone change their life, even if they don't join you? And if the answer is no, then you're not valuable enough. And we got to become more valuable. Your company, the comp plan, and product doesn't matter. People join you because they trust you, your judgment, and your leadership. Now, how do you display these things online? Well, you choose to become a solution provider to people with a specific set of problems. Okay? So you got to ask yourself, what am I marketing? Now, IM has 7 different products now. Okay? You can't market all of them at the same time. You know that, right? You know you can't be like Mr. Go-Go Gadget and you just pull up to the party and you open up your jacket and you're like, what you need? I got TLX, I got SMX, I got MMX, I got FRX. What you need? Oh, you broke? Okay. I got crypto. Like, no, that's not how it works. You got to choose, I would say, really 2 to 3 of these and independently market them to the people that want it. Because the people that want e-commerce education aren't the people usually that want crypto education. There are people out there right now Googling how to start an e-commerce store, how to make money off of Etsy. They're looking for you. Are you findable? You become findable by becoming a person of high value to your target market. You develop professional skills that support number one and number two, and then you're compensated proportional to the value you provide to your target market. So what the heck is a target market, Jay? Right? What is that? And what do I need to be? Well, one, you got to be committed. Creating content, listen, you're not going to like how you look, how you sound, your voice. We all go through it, okay? Stop making it all about you. It's not about you, it's about them. Can we drop committed in the chat box? You're not creating content because you're making it more about you than you are making it about them. And if you really want to be a good leader, then you need to make it more about them than you're making it about you. Because the minute that you make it more about them than you're already moving in a success, because we know success what? Success is the progression. Success isn't a destination. We also got to be curious. We got to be curious in learning new skill sets. We got to be passionate and obsessed with this. We got to love helping get solutions into people's hands that need it the most. And you got to be resourceful. I'm going to show you how to think about this, okay? I want you to think about this as problems versus wants, fear versus dream. You know how I come up with content ideas? You know how you're not going to run out of content ideas? You understand what I'm about to explain to you. Fear versus dream, problems versus wants. Problems are surface level situations. It's an emotional situation like fear, okay? People pay for fear by having a lack of money, they lose time, poor health and stress, and relationships are broken, okay? These are problems. Dreams are wants. Wants are things like value, money abundance, time freedom, health and happiness, relationships saved. All of your content should be either speaking to a fear or speaking to a dream. How easy is this? Every content topic either talks about a fear or talks about a dream. The editing doesn't matter. Everything else doesn't matter. You can go viral. There's people that have way more success online with me with using their iPhone 12. Okay. People got followers. It's about being consistent. Okay. And talking to your target market over and over again. So here's what I want you to screenshot. I want you to screenshot a picture of this and I want you to fill this out. And you guys can message me this on Instagram, but this is going to dive in, okay, to the thought process. And what you're going to do is you're going to be able to, and I'm going to go ahead and annotate the screen here so you guys can see. But what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to look at the problem here, okay? Let's go here and use the pen. We're going to look at the problems here. And this is the list of things that I'm going to make content ideas on. So let's just say my target market, let's just say I want to go ahead and promote TLX, okay? Let's go back real quick. All right. I want to promote TLX. So what's my target market for TLX? Can anyone drop it in the chat box? What is my target market for TLX? What does that mean? Travelers, okay? So what is the problem? Let's go through this. Let's start exercising our brain together. You got to think if you want to do marketing because you got to put yourself in the shoes of your prospect. And if you can put yourself in the shoes of the prospect, then you know what their problems are. And if you know what their problems are, then you can create content that helps them solve their problems before they even join you. Oh man, this is getting good. So what are the problems for people traveling? Lack of money, okay? What else? They got no plan. They're scared. They think COVID is still around and real, right? It's a real threat. They're still wearing their mask in their car. What else? Savings. So we can create content. Now, what are the fears of people that go travel? far away from family, right? There's a whole bunch of things that we can list. What I want you guys to do is list out 10 on each. What do they want? They want to visit the world. They want to create memories. They want to create experiences with their family. They want to have a long-lasting marriage. They want to have a happy relationship. What are their dreams? Travel to over 50 countries, bucket list destinations, do excursions, swim with dolphins. What do travelers use? Lingo. What are the lingo that they're using? What is booking.com using? What is the lingo? Travel hacking, passport, countries visited, right? These are all things that we can start writing down. And what's going to happen is we're going to come up with a list. And what we're going to do is we're going to realize, right? We're going to realize, holy crap, I know my customer. And if I know my customer, then I can know how to speak to them and I can know what content to create for them. Because all this time I've been creating content for me. I've been creating content for me, not knowing that someone out there is Googling this stuff. They're looking up how to get travel deals online. And imagine you had 10 YouTube videos up explaining how to look for travel deals online. And you can show, this is how you do it on booking.com. This is how you do it on Travelocity. This is how you do it on Expedia. And then you show, well, this is how you do it also within TLX, an exclusive platform online that you can have access to, blah, 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 blah. So you're literally showing them what they think they want to learn. And then you're going to show them what they really need. Let's do this one more time. Let's talk about traders. Okay. Let's talk about traders. Let's do this one more time. So our target market now is traders. Let's think about the problems that surface level problems. They're blowing accounts. They're not profitable. They're going around in circles. Drop inside the chat box. What are some problems that traders are facing? Traders everywhere, not the ones just in IM, everywhere. What are they facing? Scam artists on Instagram. Mindset. Accountability. All right, we can start going down the list. What are some of their fears? Never learning the skill set, never seeing success. What are some other fears? Emotional fears, losing everything that they have, wasting time, losing their family because they never learned how to trade, losing their wife because they didn't learn how to trade, right? Like, what do they fear? What are their wants? Well, they want to be profitable. What are their dreams? Being $1 million trader. What's the lingo? Oh, pips, lot size. These are all lingo that only traders know. MT4. So now what do I create content on? Blowing accounts. What if I created content that literally said, hey, here's 3 tips that I've been using to not blow accounts. So far, I haven't blown an account in the last 8 months by using these 3 tips that I learned by being a partner here inside of IM Mastery Academy. Number 1, journal all your trades. Number 2, this. You're making content now for the person that you're looking for. So now they're following you. Now you're valuable before they even join you. You guys see what I'm going with this? And they're saying, holy crap. Andrew Pena, he knows his stuff. If I'm ever going to learn how to trade, I want to learn with him because he gives value online already. He knows his stuff, and I've already learned from him. And I've already started to apply some of the things he's teaching online, and I'm already seeing results before I even joined his team. If I get this stuff for free, imagine what I get by being a part of his team. Imagine what I get if I have proximity to this person. And then I'm using the lingo. Why would I use lingo in my content that only those people know? Because I'm not talking to everybody else, man. I'm not talking about the people that are looking to waste time on Instagram. I want them to unfollow me. I want them to not like me. Guys, I made a conscious decision that I'm going to create valuable content knowing that my reach and engagement would go down because I'm not talking to everybody now. Does that make sense? My Instagram was blowing up when I was making videos for everybody. Just little reels, right? Lifestyle, traveling the world. Look at me in Dubai. Ooh, nice song, right? That's cool. But I'm not solving nobody's problems. All I'm doing is showcasing my life. I'm not giving any value. I'm just showing them how beautiful the world is and what they're not experiencing. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to start posting video content. I'm going to get uncomfortable. I'm going to start talking about real problems and my take on it and what I'm doing to overcome it. and I'm going to take people on the journey with me. I'm going to help them grow with me. And I know it's not going to be for everybody, but damn it, I'm not talking to everybody. Does this make sense? Drop some one-on-ones in the chat box. You guys are learning some real marketing here today. You're not talking to everybody. The people that are joining this company, they're not everybody. Can everybody join this company? Absolutely. But the people that are joining, they have characteristics. I bet that if we took a test, all of us on this call right now, we would have more similarities in common than someone just randomly walking on the street just because you're on this call right now. Now, what does that tell us? That means that we have similarities. What does that tell you? Well, the people that are going to join your team, they have similarities too. Speak to those similarities. Cater to them. Don't cater to the bunch. Cater to your target market. What if you want to sell MMX? Talk about mindset. What are problems? Anxiety, depression, right? Boom, boom, boom. You start making content about this and you start leading them to the solution. You're the guy. And not all of your videos are going to say, I am Mastery Academy. Remember, you're the business. You want them to engage a conversation with you so that way you can be the solution provider. Okay? And if you're the solution provider, you're going to be able to take this to the next level. Now, I would love to be able to sit on here with you guys for 3 hours and teach you guys hook, story, offer, and how to do all this stuff. I'm still learning it. I'm going to be real. Can I be real with you guys? Because I just be real. I keep it real. That's what I do. I haven't mastered the paid marketing aspect of what I'm teaching you yet. This is all organic. I got this down. I haven't mastered paying for Facebook ads and getting thousands of leads, so my downline is growing every day by the hundreds. Okay, I haven't figured that out just yet. But I am committed. I spent last year over $10,000 on education, learning about funnels, learning about digital marketing. And I am committed. I will learn. I told Michael and Jamarn, because he's my boy, he's got it figured out. I told him, I said, I'm going to master this thing and I'm going to show everyone how to do it. I'm going to show everyone how to build a 2-step funnel. I'm going to show everyone how to run ads. I'm going to show them how to do it. This needs to be a part of our company. It needs to be a part of our culture. Digital network marketing needs to be taught because it's where the world is going. And we need to make sure that we're ahead of the trend. If you agree, drop some fire emojis inside the chat box. And if you do agree and you drop fire emojis, then I need you to be a part of the first wave of network marketers here inside of I Am Mastery Academy that are doing digital marketing by going out there, filling out this target market list, making it, understanding your client, understanding your customer, understanding your prospect, talk to them online, get out your comfort zone, start providing solutions for them so that way they can find you, because people aren't going to join you if they can't find you, and you can't be found if you're not findable through creating content, okay? YouTube is a search engine. They're looking for solutions. How do I not blow money trading anymore? Best trading strategy. You've done it before, guys. You've Googled these things. You were once the person that you're looking for. So why don't you take 10 steps back, start thinking like you were thinking before you got started, start creating content to talk to that version of you and watch how much more value you deliver to the marketplace. And it's not going to happen overnight. But after 3 months, 6 months of consistency, you're going to become an authority figure in your fields. You're going to be respected. You're going to start influencing people. You're going to start becoming more of a professional. And people are going to start raising their hand and saying, Miguel, I'm that person you're talking to. Can you give me more info? The more and more I do this, the more and more I get people inboxing me, hey, how do I join your team? How can I get coached by you? What is it that you do to help people learn? This is what's going to start happening. And when you mix organic with the paid, you turn on the faucet, ladies and gentlemen, and we will make this happen. You guys can see some of the content that I post as an example. You can go through my funnel that I've built so far as an example to see, guys, it's not rocket science. It takes effort. It takes learning. But aren't you here for that? Aren't you here to learn? Aren't you here to learn real skill sets? And if we do this properly, we can not only lead our industry, because we're the only company in network marketing that's teaching people how to fish in the trading markets. You do know that, right? You do know that if there's any other company out there, they're not teaching people like we're teaching people, okay? They're doing some other stuff. They got some other stuff going on that ain't legal in the United States. They're doing some other stuff. We're the only people in the world that are teaching people how to fish and not just giving them a fish for a day. And that to me is why I'm here in I Am Mastery Academy. That's why I would never leave for another company. That's why I'm planting my flag. I will be a decade-long network marketer in this company. I will hit the Chairman Hall of Fame through this company. and we're going to be the change that we wish to see. If we wish I am was better, then you become better for I am, because are you not I am? Are you not here? Guys, we're going to choose to be solution providers. We're going to choose to be value givers. We're not just going to focus on ourselves and what we can do, what people can do for us. We're going to go out there. We're going to give value, and we're going to start giving it online. And I challenge you to get outside your comfort zone. Post more on your social media. Be active. Don't spend time on it. Just batch your content. Create 4 or 5 reels in one day. You have them done for the week. Post one every day. Post a couple stories every day. Give value. And if you think you're not hot stuff, well, guess what? You're 2 steps ahead of someone else. And guess what? The people that are actually really successful, they are not doing the social media stuff as much as you think. Why? Because they feel like they can't help people, or they feel like they're too good to help people. Well, guess what? That leaves space for people like you and I to be able to give value from a level that's maybe just out of chapter 2 or just out of chapter 10, but we're helping the person on chapter 1. And you're looking at the people at chapter 100 and saying, damn, well, I'm not like them, so I can't give value. You're wrong. You can give value from your chapter 2 to people to chapter 1. And I hope that this helped you guys. A lot of light bulbs went off through this call, and you guys kind of got a glimpse into Awal's head of where I'm going and what I'm studying and what I'm focusing on here inside of attraction marketing. I think it's really important for us to learn this. I think it's important as a company that we choose to become digital network marketers, that we choose to give value online, that we lead with value, and we have people coming and having a good representation of our company and who we are, because we have so many people online that are giving value. And if you do this, people are going to be genuinely more interested. I'm looking forward to running more calls with you guys, helping us understand. And I promise, once I crack this code, which is going to be happening in 2023, it's happening. I already know I'm going to have 10 people enroll, 20 people enroll in a day, and it's going to be through organic content and paid advertising. People are going to be giving me their numbers. I'm going to be calling them, and it's going to happen through this. And once it does, I'm going to call my boy Joey Wilson, and I'll be like, yo, we need to run another call for the ambition team and everyone else in IM. And we need to start telling people how to do this so they can duplicate it. And we're going to be absolutely on fire as a company. But it takes you go out and learn it. You go and learn this on your own. You start learning about digital network marketing, so that way you can be the change, because who knows? You're smarter than me. You might be able to figure it out faster than I can. We need you to take this company to the next level. Start acting like the CEO today, ladies and gentlemen. God bless each and every single one of you guys. Be here 5 years from now. I promise this is the company of the present and the future. I'll see you guys in Elevate Orlando. Appreciate you guys being on here tonight. Let's go.